Hello, Professor Fitzgerald. My name is Kyle Allen, and I'm glad to be taking your class. Albeit in a somewhat strange manner for a public speaking class, but those are the times we live in currently. I was born in the suburbs of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but my family did not stay there for long. You see, my mother was raised on a farm in small town Punxsutawney, and she wanted to get away from the gray skies of Pennsylvania she'd grown up with as soon as she could. So when my father passed away while I was still at a young age, she took that as a reason to get away from Pittsburgh. I was still too young to remember any of this well, but I do still have several fond memories of growing up in the snowy north. The rest of my childhood was fairly ordinary. I grew up in Plant City, went to college after graduating high school, and then dropped out because I was very directionless. I decided to enter the workforce and get some experience and hopefully judge what I wanted to do with my life. When I got a job as a CNA at Tampa General, I realized that I loved working in the hospital environment. I loved helping people and having a team that's your family. That is why I'm returning to college to pursue my doctorate of medicine. My personal accomplishments are not big, bold, and grandiose as such as being the youngest Olympic athletes or being the first person to discover space flight. My accomplishments lay in smaller things. I help people every day, whether it's helping them physically recover from surgery or comforting someone who's received a bad diagnosis or lost a loved one. Those accomplishments are my most cherished. The ones where I get to help someone else are the ones I hold in the highest esteem. I am also a runner, and quite proud of all the marathons and 5Ks and events that I've ran. My favorite by far being the Tacoma Marathon, by sheer virtue of being the first and hardest, but also being astonishingly beautiful. Sources of true inspiration in my life are sporadic and hard to track. One week, I will be extremely inspired by Ronnie Coleman and his numerous Mr. Olympia wins. Then the next week, it will be Jimi Hendrix for rising up from adversity to become one of the all-time musical greats. Then the next week still, it will be Bill and Ted for defying expectations in a silly comedy movie. I have always had a difficult time idolizing someone or something for an extended period of time because there are so many people and events and movements worth idolizing. This does, however, tie into my goals beyond school. After I graduate med school, all I truly want to do is to be even once someone worth idolizing. Not that I only do it for the prestige, but more that I want to be a doctor to make a difference. Of course, I know that medicine is far from the only way to change someone's life or to be something with your own, but this is the path that I want to take and that I have a real passion to succeed in. This coincidentally also ties in to the one thing I would change in the world. If I could just save one life, keep one little boy from hardly knowing his father, I will gladly spend the rest of my life slaving away to do so. Thank you for listening to this little self-aggrandizing speech, and have a wonderful day.